Right. Where am I? Oh, God. I look hellish. Right. There's nothing else for it. Hello, everybody. Thanks to Bobby, who's asked me to make this video for my 16th birthday. Aye. None of your jokes at the back. It's no my sweet 16 in the traditional sense. No Sadaka isn't singing for me. Today I'm 16 years sober. Normally, I'd go to a meeting and we'd have cake and we'd share. There's no such thing as normal right now. It's been 4 weeks since lockdown. I know you're all on your video calls, doing your quizzes and having more meetings, but I can't get my head around it. So a recorded video it is. And maybe one day I'll figure out how to send the thing. So, I'll share for my birthday. This normally involves, as you know, us sharing experiences with addiction, strength and hope. But I've not been able to share this last month with anybody, so I'll share that instead. Before this all happened, I'd carved out a nice routine for myself. We're all told routine is important to recovery. Wee anchors throughout your day and your week. Milestones to meet. Some days it's a canter. Other days it's like climbing Ben Lomond. And you can never tell what day it's going to be. The canter or the climb. Well, Monday and Wednesday is for going to my wellbeing group at the cafe. I prepare the meals and serve the customers. It's a great wee community in there. They're also supportive. They were the ones that got me into going to the Friday women's group. I would never have known about it otherwise. We've started a cooking course. Aye. I know. The Waynes found that hilarious as well. Thursday was art class. And Tuesday was for family. Well, I should have taken it seriously when the lasses in the cafe told me they were shutting. I thought it would just be for a couple of weeks as a precaution. I saw the Waynes the next day, but we didn't get into it. And by the time I went to the meeting Tuesday night, the room was filled with it. One side of you lot were saying that we were shutting and the other half were crying foul. None of us had any idea that it was our last time in the same room for who knows how long. When I woke up on the Wednesday, I turned on the news and I knew that'd be it. I'm in. That was 5 days before lockdown. All happened so fast. Change at that speed is stressful for everybody. I know that. We were all cast adrift. Knew we had to cast out our lines and see if we could tether ourselves back together. Well, the first few days were a write-off. I watched News 24 and tried to get to grips with it. But for what I could make, they were as clueless as we were. All the different countries making different decisions about the same issue. Are we doing the right thing? How bad will it get? I'm not going to lie. I spiralled. I've learned to recognise the signs. Anxiety builds and grows till it has you pinned. There's no reasoning with it. Normally, the first thing I'd do is what we would all do. Go to a meeting. It's been a safe port in a storm many a time. No matter what day of the week it is, or what time, or where you are, you can normally find a meeting. In our time, I'd got to recognise all your faces. And even if you hadn't been there for a couple of months, a warm smile could calm you before a word's even spoken. You'd join and know that the person to the right of you and the person to the left of you was fighting the same fight that you were. You didn't have to explain or justify yourself. Don't feel guilt or shame or worthlessness. You just know in yourself, even when you're by yourself, that there's actually nothing strange or abnormal about me at all. A meeting can make you safe and wanted and blissfully bloody normal. As I said, you all got the video calls right away. My 5-year-old Granwayne is better on these things than I am. But you've been brilliant. I'm on the group app thing, and I've been able to text. I can at least do that. I'm not naming any names, but a lassie for Sunday group has just been great. She sends me messages every day to see how I'm bearing up. And you've no idea how much that's kept me going. The first advice was find a new normal. New normal. Oh, this has thrown up a lot of strange phrases, hasn't it? New normal. Social distancing. Viral load. Furloughed. It's a lot for us to take in, eh? I like new normal though. It sounds positive. And at least it's not trying to shy away from the fact that things aren't going to go back to the way they were. No anytime soon. As you know, we've been taught to face the truth. I buried my head in the sand so much when I was young, and part of recovery was facing down some hard truths. This isn't any different. Well, my new normal consists of me getting up at whatever time my body allows me to get up. It can be a bit hard getting my head down at night, and I'm not depriving myself of that extra bit of sleep after I've managed to get my head down. Then I get up, I get washed, I have breakfast. It's all sounding pretty normal so far, eh? And then I wipe down every light switch, door handle and cupboard door in the whole house. I know it sounds mad, but it makes me feel less anxious, so I do it. Then I do a couple of chores and I move on to something creative. The wines have been great as well. as well as all the essentials. They've been bringing me art materials and putting it in the lobby every time they come up. It's been really keeping me going. So far, I've painted wee canvases for the Wayne's bedrooms. And I'm even working on a wee dug that I'm knitting for the youngest. It's a bit of a faff, but it's shaping up nicely. Before dinner, put on a relaxation CD. I make sure that I'm all wrapped up. Water's next to me. For 30 minutes, I shut my eyes and just breathe. After dinner, I'm allowed to switch on the telly. Half hour of news is more than enough, and then I go into my programmes. I've been told that I have to ration my screen time, and it's working a treat. I go on my phone for a wee bit at lunchtime, but only for a wee bit. It isn't half forcing me to spend time with myself. And you know what? I'm not as bad company as I thought. At night, I keep a light on in the hall. Just another comfort thing, I suppose. Some nights I'm there maybe half an hour. Other nights, the thoughts start to creep in. The worry. I worry about my Waynes, how they're getting on. We were never the kind of family that phoned each other every day. I know there's loads of families that are like that, eh? We've been through some tough times and we're still going through it. The virus doesn't stop that. If anything, the struggles are more noticeable. Thankfully, I've got a wee bit of a lifeline when I drift too far. Before lockdown, I was supposed to start a round of counselling sessions just that week. I'd done them before, and I can feel myself getting unsteady. You can sit with somebody, face to face, and just talk once a week. You can be as self-indulgent as you like and no feel bad about it. Well, when this all happened, I thought that was kaput. But by the end of the week, I got a phone call asking if I'd like to do the counselling over the phone. I was delighted. I felt a bit strange when I found out it was a lad that was doing it, but he put my mind to rest straight away. He's a great listener. And at the end of every phone call, he gives me something concrete. Something that I can do each day to help me through. When I feel a bit overwhelmed, things start to get dark. The room starts to spin and my vision comes in and out. Well, he told me to use my senses to help me find my place. Name 5 things that I can see. Then name 4 things that I can hear, and so on. I tried it one morning and it really works. He also asked me to name 3 things that I'm thankful for each night before I go to sleep. Sometimes it replaces the worries. He's absolutely magic. Usually you only get 4 sessions of counselling and they move on. They're normally so stretched. On our last call, I was preparing to say my goodbyes and thank him for everything he'd done, but he stopped me. And he said that he was going to carry on with the sessions. Especially seeing as I was by myself. What a wee diamond he is. I hope I get to meet him face to face when this is over. I'll get him something nice. Thank God for good people. Anyway, I've rabbited on long enough, and you're pretty much caught up in how I'm getting on anyway. I was thinking this morning about how I'm living right now, and it made me think. This isn't the first time that I've self-isolated. When I was at my worst, I shut everybody in the world out. It was just me and a half bottle and the four walls closing in on me every day. I was drowning and there was nobody there to help me. Until one day I reached out. Aye, I'm self-isolating, but this time I'm not alone. No, really. Oh, you're right here with me, and I'm never going to stop reaching out. Keep safe, everybody. Happy birthday to me.